Oh, my God. Oh. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had my researchers check and make sure that wasn't AI. We're talking about First Take, though. And he took it someplace that all I want to say is, are you really sure you want to go there? See, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Are you sure you want to go there? Because I'm not unless you take me there.
Okay, so we got to talk about Stephen A. Smith threatening to expose Max Kellerman, man. And I'm pretty sure we all knew once Max Kellerman finally responded after years of Stephen A. Smith calling him out, talking about the situation, pretty much pointing the finger at Max, saying he didn't like to work with Max Kellerman and all that stuff, right?
I didn't like working with him, man. It's just that damn simple. I didn't like it.
Max Kellerman only spent like 15 minutes responding back, finally addressing it. And yeah, he gave his take about it, and I did a video covering it. But if you missed it, I do want to play the clips for you guys because it's going to put everything into context in today's video. So let's check out what Max Kellerman said, finally responding back to Stephen A. Smith. Here's the video.
I should say I like Stephen A. and I've always gotten along with him. I didn't love how he handled the aftermath of you leaving, where it's basically like, I told you the show would be better. I just thought, because I think you're really talented. Now, you and I have known each other for a while. Whether it meshed as a show perfectly, I don't know the answer to that, but I just didn't think that was the right way to handle it.
If you're doing a debate show and you're a competitive person,
yeah,
why would you want me as a partner? That's bad. You want to go 15 rounds every day with Muhammad Kellerman? That's just bad. You know, it's embarrassing. You want to if you're, I have an idea. This is what I want to put on TV. I want to spar Bud Crawford every day for 15 rounds, and I want everyone to see it. Eventually, you're going to say, I don't want to do that anymore. It's interesting because Stephen A. was the one partner I've ever had over like years.
Yeah.
Where I didn't feel like a relationship was really forming. And I like to go to work and you know.
You could feel a little bit watching it.
The issue with that show is this. What is a hot take? A hot take is a counterintuitive conclusion that on TV, you're going to just state your conclusion. You do analysis about a subject. You come to a conclusion that's counterintuitive. So when you say it, people will be like, what are you talking about? Give me 90 seconds. I'll explain it to you. Oh, at least he has a point of view. But Stephen A. has no hot takes. Stephen A. almost never, I can't think of any counterintuitive conclusions that he ever reaches. That's not his job on the air. His job is to be the big reactor to a counterintuitive conclusion. So his big take will be, but he'll deliver it theatrically, is Steph Curry is the greatest shooter that God ever created. Who does not know this?
Yeah.
Everyone knows this. A counterintuitive take would be, actually, you know who the best shooter on the Warriors is? It's Klay Thompson.
So that's a little bit of what Max Kellerman said, right? And then I want to show you guys Stephen A. Smith threatening Max Kellerman. He's sitting there laughing about it like, oh, I had to make sure this wasn't AI. I sent this to my production team to make sure that it wasn't AI, that he called himself Muhammad Kellerman. And yeah, don't make me go there. Don't make me do what I have to do. You know, the typical Stephen A. Smith stuff that he does with athletes. He did the same script with Max Kellerman, acting like, you know, he has something on Max and like he has something that will destroy Max Kellerman's career or whatever like that, right? So that just goes to show you guys that Stephen A. Smith had a more deep-rooted dislike for Max Kellerman. And that explains why he was talking about the guy for 2 years, on and off, doing tour runs, talking about him, right? So let's check out what Stephen A. Smith said on his show, Straight Shooter with Stephen A. Smith. Let's check out this clip right here. And if you can, hit that like button. That really does help support my YouTube channel, and I really do appreciate that. Let's check out this clip right here.
Did I hear correctly? Did we show when he called himself Muhammad Kellerman, as in Muhammad Ali Kellerman? Muhammad Ali Kellerman. Oh, my God. Oh. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had my researchers check and make sure that wasn't AI. That wasn't some shit that somebody just made up. You know, I had to double check that shit. I really, really did. I couldn't believe it, okay? If we were talking about boxing, you're absolutely right, because I don't know anybody that knows more boxing than Max Kellerman. He's extraordinary, no doubt about that. We're talking about First Take, though. And he took it someplace that all I want to say is, are you really sure you want to go there? See, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Are you sure you want to go there? because I'm not unless you take me there. Now, to backtrack, we worked for 5 years together, 2016 to 2021. And yes, I didn't think we worked together any longer. I did not want to do a debate show with Max Kellerman. What I keep trying to explain to all of y'all is that under no circumstances do I dislike or hate this dude. This ain't some Stephen A. and Michelle Beadle thing going on where she was coming at me like that, or, me going at, the fat bastard. This is not that. We want to go there, let's go there. Max Kellerman was succeeding Skip Bayless. Max Kellerman's first day on the job, he said, Tom Brady is a bum. He's going to fall off a cliff. And the next day he apologized. That's no crime. There's nothing wrong with it in the grand scheme of things. A matter of fact, decent thing to do because he might have felt his comments were a bit extreme. We've all been there. Me too. But there was an audience that was accustomed to Skip Bayless being diametrically different for a decade. And when Max came on the show, the top ratings were handed to us because of what Skip and I were doing. So the audience has an expectation for that show. That show is not Get Up. That show is not PTI. That show is not Around the Horn. That show is not Sports Center. That show came with an expectation that the audience was looking for us to live up to. Anybody that's in front of the camera has an obligation to be compelled to be pulled towards what the audience wants because that's how you get ratings. Now, I know Marcellus Wiley has his opinions, and we're going to hear them in just a second. And after we finish hearing from him, I'm going to show you why evidently that's something he didn't pay attention to either.
So yeah, man, that's a little bit of what Stephen A. Smith said, calling out Max Kellerman, responding back to Max Kellerman. And it's crazy how quick he did it, right? Like he didn't even let the shit marinate for like a week or 2 weeks or anything, right? Like, hey, you know what? Let me just kind of let this blow over. Let me, Max Kellerman finally responded. It's nothing that I should be sitting here trying to respond to, especially since he had been calling out Max Kellerman and talking about him for the past 2 years, right? But like I said, it just goes to show you how much he really dislikes Max Kellerman. For him to respond back the next day, like the shit didn't even get to marinate. But to respond back that quick and how he did it, that just goes to show, he had more of a deeper issue with Max Kellerman, like Marcellus Wiley has been saying, and Stephen A. Smith kept trying to deny that it was just, no, I simply didn't like working with him, but it's more deeper rooted than what Stephen A. Smith has been trying to portray. So I would like for you guys to get in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts about today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Catch you guys on the next one, and we out, guys. Peace.